Today we are going to be fitting a bonded window. Marking out for one of the little side windows in the top sleeper cab. So we've got a bit more metal work going in just to try and bring the cab or the sleeper pod and the body back into line so that the gap that we've currently got, just trying to fill that void in. So while I've got the scaffolding out, a great time to get this little window in. So I've got two, obviously one either side. So what I'm doing is I've marked out with the opposite side one, because I can put that flat against the side, and I've got to sort of just be careful because we sort of go into the beveled edges. So I know that the opposite side one is sitting flat when I put that one in, and then I can use the proper one to mark out for cut, and I'm just literally going to use our grinder and cut this out. So that's my next little job. We'll give that a test fit and hopefully it fits in and we've not got to mess about with any more. Luckily we've got a nice big edge to bond this window in with, so got plenty of room for error. So fingers crossed. There we go. First time, first fit. Spot on the lines. I've got a little bit of manoeuvrability to be able to line it up fully, make sure it's all sitting nice and square. So just a good clean up now, and then that window is ready to be bonded in. So I've cleaned the area, give it a good wiping over with the prep. Oh, you can see the other window, the other side there. So this is the sleeper cab of our camper conversion. If you've not seen this video or what's actually going on, there's a link popping up now with a build so far. So I'll give it a good wiping over with the prep. I'm going to leave that now for about 5 minutes, exactly the same. So just a clean cloth, just a good wipe round with the surface, and let that go off for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to apply the sealant directly onto the actual window. Now some people will like to put the sealant on the body, some people will like to put it on the window, and again there's not really any right or wrong answer, it just depends what works for you. So I like to put it onto the window because then I can literally make sure that that's got a good seal all around that window, and then once it splodges out on the edges I know that it's all sealed up behind. I like to put a nice outline on as well, just to sort of help me line up the window. It's quite difficult to see where you want to be with the window without an outline. So as I say, even masking tape is really good because that'll help you to clean up the sealant afterwards as well. So let's get the sealant on here and get the window put in, and it's quite a simple process. Move in. Again, because I've not gone too close to the edges, I can now get my hands and fingers onto the edges to hold it into place. I'm going to drop the bottom lip in first, and then just get it to where I want that to be, and then I'm literally just going to work all the edges in, try and get the sealant to come out all the way around the window. and then I can use my line that I've already got on there just to make sure that it's lined up with where I wanted it to be. And the sealant there, it will grab it, so you've not got to worry about it falling out or anything like that. It will grab the actual the glass quite quickly. What we want to do then is just literally clean up around the edge. Now the little silicone sort of tools for the sealant are really good for doing this, and again, if you've got the masking tape around the outside, again, that'll make life a lot easier as well. And that's pretty much it then. So I've just taped up the top just to keep it from moving. A good inspection then round. Never get it in focus. So have a good inspection round then just to make sure that everywhere is sealed up. And again, a nice big towel, big old towel is really good for sort of just cleaning up the edges afterwards. We're not using water and soap, literally either the little silicone tools to clean off with, and I like just to use the big towel then just to sort of go around. And then you'll see that very top edge there, it's all pressed in, but I've just not got enough when I've put the sealant on. I've just not got enough quite there. It's all underneath of it, so any bits like that, then we can just put a small little nozzle onto the sealant gun and we can just infill. Everywhere else is absolutely spot on. There's no sort of gaps or anything like that, and again, all underneath is the same. And then again, just on that very edge just there, so that's the only bit that it's just not come out of. And we can just literally now put a smaller nozzle on and just go in and just fill any little areas like that, and again just clean back up again. And then, as I say, it's just making sure that it doesn't move and it stays in place for a good few hours until that's sort of gone off and set, and it's got it grabbed in. So really you want to try and get the vehicle into an area that you can leave it for a good 5 or 6 hours, and then obviously don't use the vehicle for sort of 24 hours after you've actually done it. So if you're thinking about fitting bonded windows, hopefully that has helped you. It's very, very easy. I think the most traumatic part for a lot of people is actually just cutting out, but just measure. If you've got 2 windows, obviously use the opposite window, because you can put that right flat against the panel then to mark out, and that helps you a lot. If you're doing windows opposite sides, obviously remember, don't fit one side until you've marked up both sides, if that makes sense, because once you've fitted this side window here, you can't use this window then to mark up the opposite side. So do all your marking out first and then do your cutting out, and then fit everything all in one go. Don't sort of do one side and then realise that actually I can't now use this window to put flat against the panel on the opposite side and mark that out because I've fitted it already. So that's just something just to bear in mind. But big towel, don't use any water. We don't want to use in soapy water to try and clean off. Just get some something, a little tool to sort of go around the edge to clean off any excess. Masking tape works really well, and then just a big old towel just for cleaning up. And again, it doesn't really matter how much of a mess it looks like you're making. The big towel can clean everything up and get all of the excess off there. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Again, our camper build is coming along, so we've got loads more windows to fit into this. So if you've not already hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching on Mark at the Caravan Place.